Good morning, it's Sunday morning, 24th of January. I have to admit I'm kind of bummed. When I weighed in this morning, 278. It is a 2-pound loss, but the reason I'm bummed is on Friday when I weighed myself, I was 274. And I know that that was probably right after my bike ride home, and at least a couple of pounds were just pure water weight. And I know weight fluctuates, you know, a pound or two here and there. And at least I'm going in the right direction. So, at any rate, it was kind of a blow when I saw 274 on Friday and then 278 today. But I guess I ought to be happy that I'm still going in the right direction. And that's going to be my motto. Still going in the right direction. I wanted to kind of plug this morning Tour de Cure. And this is one of my Tour de Cure shirts. Probably can't see that too good. Diabetes is something that, although I haven't had to deal with on a personal, me having it level, it runs in my family, and I watched my grandfather survive many years with it. And but it certainly reduced the quality of life. So I'm plugging the Tour de Cure ride, and I'm going to put my website up for you to donate. None of the money goes to me; it goes straight to Tour de Cure for the American Diabetes Association. This will be my 3rd year participating on the bike ride, and I've got a team started called the Squeaky Wheels. So far, it's just my wife and I. But if you want to come ride with us, great ride around North Texas. You can pick how far you want. Anyway, this morning, real quick, just want to show you, I'm making some homemade hash browns. I grated a potato, got some onion, chopped up nice, cooking a little bit of bacon so that I can have some grease to stick in there. And this will be it. All right, here I've dumped out almost all of my bacon grease. So I put it in the coffee cup and just kind of sauteing just a trace of grease the onion. You can see I've got the onions pretty well sauteed. They're not totally soft just yet, and I don't know if you can tell, I'm trying to scrape up little bits of the bacon that stuck to the pan as it was cooking. Almost no oil whatsoever in here, no bacon grease left. Now what I'm going to do is, this is actually just one potato, one good sized potato that I shredded, grated up I mean, and so I'm just going to put that in there, and it's real simple. Now I'm going to use some Mrs. Dash Original Blend. Trying to cut back on my salt intake, so just a good healthy sprinkling in there. Let me stir it real quick to get the onions mixed in well, and if there is any grease on the onions, it'll help transfer a little bit to the potatoes to keep them from sticking. But to be honest with you, you're going to have some sticking regardless. I'm just going to kind of pile it up. It's all mixed up together. Let that cook. I'll be turning this in just a couple minutes. Let me put a lid on it, and that'll help kind of cook it from the top as well as from the bottom. And I'll be back with you in just a couple minutes. Alright, I don't know if you can tell, but when you use fresh potatoes, there's a lot of moisture, so you can see on the lid a lot of the moisture is coming up, but that creates steam that helps to cook it. And it's looking good. What I've done, actually I want to let you know, I only used 3 pieces of bacon, and this is not just for me, I'm going to feed my family with this. 3 pieces of bacon, half an onion, 1 potato, and a very simple recipe. And if you dump out most of the bacon grease, it is actually kind of a low-fat recipe. Now I'm just stirring it up here because I want the potatoes to get nice and soft. In a minute, well actually right now what I'm going to do, and I've dumped my bacon in there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that kind of sit now, get nice and brown on the bottom, and then I'll turn it over, and by that time it should be just about ready to go. Alright, we're going to turn this over now, and I'm going to try to scrape it up. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it so you can see here. I like it so it gets a little brown and crispy on the outside. Oh, it's starting to look really good. I'm just going to kind of spread it down. Get some nice crispy chunks on there, almost toasted. Alright, well here we are, and normally I eat on a much smaller plate, but I wanted you to see just how delicious that looks. Really good. And what I like, as usual, hot sauce. So, we'll put a little on there. I guess all the salt I didn't put in it by using Mrs. Dash I replaced with hot sauce, but actually since I usually use hot sauce it is a net loss. Let's see. Just outstanding. At any rate, happy losing. See you next week.